Godforge. We got the leaks. What's up, everybody? It's your boy JKG Brandon. We are back here for another Friday leak video. I just woke up about maybe 5-10 minutes ago, splashed some water on my face, and had to get this one out to you guys as soon as I could because I'm excited about this one. We're going to keep this one short and sweet. There's not a lot to leak, just a little bit of artwork. But we're going to take a look at what I think the champion is going to be from this artwork, as well as what I think the kit should be based on that lore. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and bring up the artwork that was leaked to us. We got Medusa, y'all. We got Medusa. I don't know if there's, I mean, it could be one of her sisters for sure, but why would you leak one of the sisters of Medusa? You know, we have Medusa, man. Snake lady all the way, baby. Let's go. So I you know, we can see we have all the details and stuff here that are numbered and listed on the artwork. And however, none of them are, labeled for us. It's leak work, baby. It's leak work. But you can see the artwork on Medusa is going to be sick. This drawing, for me, I can already see flourishes of like white with these spiky bones, with these jaws right here for the knee protectors. I can see kind of yellow and green on the armor. Have some, maybe lavender purple or some hot, pink type flourishes, like really bright flourishes here in this. The gauntlets with the snakes wrapping around, you're going to have different shades of greens and yellows and stuff like that. Maybe some whites, maybe silver or gold or something like that for the claws. Or you can keep in line with, this. Maybe they're made out of bone. Maybe those, the actual pokey bits are going to be, ivory and stuff like that. I'm thinking super, super dark red eyes with, like a yellowy white slit, have that snake eye vibe to it. This is going to be a really cool artwork. It's going to translate really well. I can only imagine once they get her loaded into the game and have, just the standing animation, kind of like what we're seeing in the background here, just in the champion screen, in the hero screen. Gotta think those snakes are going to be whipping around, coming around her face, and I think that's going to be really, really cool. So we'll go ahead and bring up the wiki just so we can kind of take a look at that for anybody that's unfamiliar with Medusa. Go ahead and make this a little smaller here. Anybody that's unfamiliar with Medusa, basically you look at her in the face and you turn to stone. As far as a kit goes, that is the perfect CC for me. I think there's different ways to implement it. I think probably the easiest way to implement it is when she's targeted with an attack, she has X% to turn the attacker to stone. Another thing you can kind of see here in the wiki up there at the top, in the breakdown of the spelling and pronunciation, Medusa is referred to as guardian or protectress. There's a reason for that. Well, not really a reason for that, but that has been derived into something in modern culture. Medusa is a symbol for women who have gone through some extremely traumatic experiences. I'm not going to get into that right now. Let's not be a bummer, but I can see Medusa being like a cult figure for a lot of people that have gone through that type of traumatic issue, because it is extremely traumatic for not just the women involved, but their entire families. So Medusa always going to be a cool option for that in my book. But let's kind of get into the wiki. So Medusa, also called Gorgo or the Gorgon, it's one of three sisters, the Gorgons. Who would have thunk that, right? Medusa is generally described as a woman living with living snakes in place of her hair, which is dope. Her appearance was so hideous. Subjective. I think Medusa's hot. so hideous that anyone who looked upon her was turned to stone. Obviously, you look at her, get turned to stone. Medusa and her Gorgon sisters, Erail and Stheno. Let's see if I pronounced that right. Were usually described as daughters of Forces and Sato. Uh, of the three, Medusa was the only mortal, which kind of stinks. You know, she's the ugly sister, and then she's the only one that dies. It's kind of bunk. Medusa's beheaded by Perseus, so you can kind of see Perseus might be a champion coming into Godforge as well, just to be a possible counter for Medusa. But yeah, we're not going to get into the full lore. I mean, this isn't a lore channel, guys. But let's go ahead and bring the artwork back up. There's Medusa right there. Let me know in the comments below. Do you think do you think the Godforge team does make her have some sort of like a turn to stone petrification type of a kit? Do you think they make her like an ally protector, kind of leaning into that, protector of the name, in the name, and kind of the modern symbolism of Medusa? I think that those two things go hand in hand, so you could really have like a really cool vibe right there. Maybe she puts out like an ally protection, and then as an ally gets attacked, she takes that target and then has that X amount of chance uh, to put out some stone on the enemy. I think that would be really cool. I don't think Medusa's going to be a damage champion at all. I think she's going to be one of those champions, one of those heroes that you put in your team to get you through some really hard stuff, which is stuff we need. I like big damage. I like to see big booms, but hey, we gotta get through content. when we're playing these games, man, we got to get through those hard levels, and we got to find a way to do it. Sometimes get a bigger hammer is the option, and I like those times. But it's also good when you have somebody like a Medusa who can actually CC the other team as you go through, so you don't have to take hits yourself. So let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are. Do you think she's cool? Do you think the artwork is going to look outstanding based on this? I do. Uh, and let me know what you think her kit's going to be. I'm really curious to see your guys' opinions on what the kit's going to be going forward. That's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of this Friday leak and your weekend. I'm JKG Brandon. Y'all have been amazing. I love you guys. Peace.